Noble.com, Hannity.com, bookstores everywhere. Trump's America. The truth about our nation's great comeback. Former Speaker of the House, Fox News contributor Newt Gingrich is live from a bookstore in New Jersey called Bookends. Okay, that's a pretty good backdrop for your release of your new book. Understanding Trump was a runaway best hit. It's 501 days in, and you go through what is a massive America comeback. The media never reports it. Why?
Well, because I think, as you pointed out earlier in the show, there is a psychosis of hostility coming from election night and getting worse. And then Trump, frankly, I think intensifies it because he tweets every morning, and they wake up every morning and they go, oh, my God, he's still president. And you end up with the kind of sickening stuff you just had cited from David Frum. All you have to do to understand how sick this is and the nasty things said about Melania is put in the word Michelle Obama and imagine had anybody in that 8-year period said the vile things and made the suggestions that have been made recently. And it tells you the pathology that is sweeping through the American news media and the American entertainment culture.
This is our first lady.
That Melania deserves better than that.
Oh, yeah. These people are disgusting. These people now have lost their minds. You said it happened at 10 o'clock, and I'm stealing your line, a mass psychosis that continues to today.
I listened earlier, and I thought, I listened to you earlier, and I thought, I think that was my line originally.
No, I totally stole it, but I've given you credit enough that people know that's true. Here's, I think, an important point, though. Look, you go through chapter by chapter by chapter, really how profound and historic this presidency is and how much success we've had. But then you have part two of your book. And part two is the dangers that the president faces, starting with the fake news media. Just give us a taste of that.
Well, look, I think the president faces, first of all, let me just say, the success of this administration is so enormous. Just one thing that came out today, they announced today there are more job openings in the United States than there are people looking for work. Now, that is such an enormous change from the Obama years, and for that matter, the George W. Bush years, that it's really almost revolutionary how much he's accomplished in 500 days. And that's an example of the achievements. The challenges, though, are still there. And I think it's going to be interesting to see if the president can focus in, because, you know, the presidency is so big and so all-consuming that you can lose your focus on occasion. He's done a great job with deregulation. He's done a great job with conservative judges. The tax cuts are working exactly as we thought they would and making America much more competitive. Now he's confronting the deep state in ways that are very profound.
Are we going to win?
The entire Mueller investigation. Probably we're going to win, partially because Trump is a remarkable leader. But we should not underestimate whether it's the bureaucracy, for example, and the interest groups in the space program who would like to avoid the kind of changes that Trump and Pence want, or it's the bureaucracy in the Pentagon who would like to spend all the money on the old things that make them happy, or it is the Justice Department bureaucracy, which, as you pointed out in the last segment, is desperately trying to avoid the truth. Yeah. And I think that we have to recognize that the system is much more deeply corrupt than any of us could imagine, that as it's gradually coming out in the open, we realize that elements of the Justice Department, at the larger level, elements of the FBI, were corrupted on a scale that is really a threat to the whole American system.
Where is the civil libertarians? Where are the left? Where's the media in the biggest abuse of power corruption scandal in our lifetime? You know, I look at what's going on here, and we know what the conclusion should be with the Inspector General's report. We're supposed to get it in March, then April, then May. Now it's, you know, they're going to release it on a summer Friday heading into the summit between Kim Jong-un and President Trump as a means of burying it. You know, 2 weeks, Rod Rosenstein and company have had opportunities to try and get the Inspector General to soften the blow, make changes, claim that we need redactions in the name of national security. The whole system is corrupt.
Well, yeah, but the one thing I think where I don't exactly share your worry, This report is going to be so big and going to be so devastating, it's impossible.
Why do you have faith in that? Because we know Hillary committed crimes, felonies, obstructed justice, and the investigation was rigged. We've known that for a while.
Right. And if you watch, the number 2 man in the FBI is now under criminal referral. The number 1 man in the FBI is clearly going to be under criminal referral. All of these things are gradually coming out, and the American system is grinding away despite itself, despite the fact that we have an unbelievably weak attorney general. We have a deputy attorney general who is the deep state and who I think is totally unreliable. And you have basically a witch hunt led by Robert Mueller, which has brought in anti-Trump activist lawyers, some of whom have terrible records of prosecutorial abuse. All of those things are out there. But I'm just, maybe because I'm a naive optimist, I really do believe the American system works over time. I think had Hillary won, the level of corruption would have been unbelievable.
Otherwise, we're Venezuela. There's not any middle ground here in this. I want to just say that your book, Trump's America, it is the definitive book that explains the president's incredible success in 500 days and real challenges that the president faces from the deep state and the media and elsewhere. Mr. Speaker, congrats on the book. Amazon.com, Hannity.com, BarnesandNoble.com, and bookstores everywhere. It's a great book. You'll love it. When we come back, Kellyanne Conway will explain what actually happened between President Trump, the Eagles, and we'll talk about Melania Trump and the abuse that she's taking from our corrupt media.